Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we will learn about the circle properties, angle properties, actually the angle properties of circle. So first we will know just a little bit introduction about the circle. Circle is a round shaped boundary which having a boundary that is called circumference. All right, there is always the center of the circle which have equidistant from the circumference of the circle. A line from the center to the circumference of the circle is called the radius of the circle, and more than one radius of the circle are called radii. All right, and one thing is that a line that joins the two opposite sides of the circumference but passes through the center is called the diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle. All right, this is the basic introduction, and one thing is I left forget that is the chord of the circle. A line that touches the 2 points of the circumference is called the chord of the circle, but it is not passing through the center. uh, Even then it is called the chord, and if this is passed through the center of the circle, means you can say that the diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Let's go towards the first property of a first angle property of circle. The first angle property of circle is that we have a circle and it is the center of the circle, and there is a chord AB on the circle. All right. From the center, if we make a line from the center that makes the angle of 90 degree with the chord of the circle is bisect the chord. All right, this is the first property of the circle, first angle property of the circle. In other words, we can say that if a chord um, bisect, if the chord bisect by a line that is from the center, it makes angle with that line. Chord makes an angle 90 degree with that line. Now come to the second property of the circle. The second property of the circle is that we have a circle and we have two chords AB and CD. From the center, now we're gonna discussing about the length of these two chords. If the chords are equidistant from the center of the circle, then the chords are also equal. Then chord AB should be equal to chord CD. In other words, when the two chords are equal, they are equidistant from the center of the circle. All right. Now come to the third property of the third angle property of the circle. It's about the tangent of the circle. Let we have a circle, and there is an outside line that touches the circle on a single point is called the tangent of the circle. And from the center, we can say that the radius always make the contract point of the tangent angle 90 degree. From the center to the contract point of the circle of the tangent to the circumference is also called that makes the radius. It is actually the radius, so it always makes the angle of 90 degree with the tangent. So this is all about the tangent property, first tangent property. Now come to the fourth property regarding circle, angle of the circle. The fourth property is also about the tangent. When we have two tangents that starting from a single point which is outside the circle, This is the outside point O, and this is the center point of the circle. It makes the angle of 90 degree with this tangent, these tangents. When there are two tangents from the same point that touches the circle, the length of that tangent should be equal. This is the fourth property of the circle, of the angle property of the circle. All right. In next video, we'll learn the other properties of the circle. Inshallah. That's all for today. Okay. Allah Hafiz.